Good morning, everyone. Welcome to You Have Beauty Care Choices. I'm Jennifer Coy, the CEO of Beauty Care Choices, and today we are talking style. We have an educator from KMS, a hair brand that's actually very near and dear to my heart. It started right here in our little local town of Redding, California. In 1976, Jamie Mazzata created KMS and built quite an extensive manufacturing plant right here in our small town. So I've grown up with KMS. It's a brand that we had around the house all the time, and I've watched it migrate through the years. KMS has always been based on style. Style Matters is kind of their thing they kicked off in 2017, and it's based on the philosophy that style is a visual language that unites creative people everywhere. And I find that beautiful. I really actually had to think kind of about it, and I was like, it actually really does. People who are into style, into fashion, doesn't matter where you're at in the world, you can appreciate good style and different style. So I love that about KMS. So Sage Kinney is our KMS national artist and salon owner. She's been in the industry for 13 years and been with KMS for 9 years. I'm very excited she's here to share her knowledge about KMS with us. Welcome to the show, Sage Kinney.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I love that
So
pop and copper.
Here.
Look
Thank
at you. Look
you.
like you are so ready for fall.
I am. I had to do my hair to match my fall decor in my salon, so I'm one of the pieces.
Have everybody walk in. I am the decoration.
That is basically what it is. Pumpkin spice started here, right here.
I have pumpkin spice today too. We're both celebrating a little fall. I'm just drinking mine.
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about your history as an educator and then why you chose to land at KMS.
So my history as an educator, I never in my wildest dreams when I first started thought that I would go into teaching stylists about anything. And then actually who I was working for in the first place, they recommended to a sales rep that came into the salon that I would be a good fit, and originally for Goldwell. So I had gone and taken a Goldwell and a KMS class, and I realized that my personal personality and everything like that fit the KMS brand so much more, and I just needed to be on stage. Like Amadeo is actually who taught my class, and we joke about this all the time because now we work side by side all the time. But so I started educating with them, and it has really jump-started my career, launched me forward, and I am so thankful to be a part of their team and to keep growing with this company as through all the changes that they've been through too.
Absolutely. 40 years of history. So where we're at right now, KMS is a really cool brand in how they divide their products, and they really think about it for us in the salon. When we're in the salon and we're thinking about how you actually use products and recommend products. So they do it in a start, style, finish kind of way. And I really like that it really helps to be able to break it down that way to determine what to prescribe to clients. Is that how you guys are all teaching it as well?
Yeah, so one of the reasons why we started with start, style, and finish is because we realized and through research that systems sell very well. And as human beings, we do very well with a system, even though we like to break the rules and do different things. If there is a start game to the finish, we do like to try to fall somewhere in between. So we thought if we were to put our hair products into a start, style, and finish, that you need at least 3 products to get you to the end result. And then they become more tools instead of accessories or just options to get the look that you are looking for.
I love that. And I really believe that a consumer likes a system and hairdressers like to break the rules.
Yes, I would agree with that. And then what's nice too is that if you do have a customer that doesn't want to be sold, they can see the way that we had marketed the start, style, and finish on a retail shelf, and then they automatically gravitate towards creating their own start, style, and finish as well. So then it's really great for anyone who does like to be organic and just pick whatever they want off the shelf, or if someone does need to be super regimented, then they can be and create a whole system for themselves.
That's what we like. We have a collage of the diversity of style of KMS and all the different looks that they're creating right now. Isn't KMS just this full comprehensive line that it's really like it covers all of your needs in the salon, right?
Yeah, so that's one of the reasons, even if I didn't work for the company as a stylist, I would personally use this line. And it is because I can accommodate every single person, whether they're a child, an adult, man, woman, no matter if they're curly, straight, it really doesn't matter. You can find anything that you need in this line.
So let's start with the start. Start, it says, prime the perfect style in wet or towel dried hair. So this is primarily your shampoos and conditioners, your wet line?
Yes, so this would be our wet line. We do have all of our leave-in conditioners in there as well. And you will find the quick blow dry in our start line, which we'll talk about a little bit later. But basically what all of those starting products are going to do is that they are going to prime the hair surface and actually start healing the hair from the inside out and make sure that it's an even palette for all of the styling products to work to their best ability. And this way you get the true result that that product promised.
That makes so much sense. So if we start with the prime, you even think of that if you're a makeup artist, you need your skin primed so everything absorbs nicely, evenly, porosity, all the things. You're dealing with the same thing in your hair as you are in your skin, and you need that prime. So what shampoo is going to be best for you? We have the Head Remedy, which is primarily for dandruff and scalp issues, correct?
So it is more of the clarifying shampoo. It is a pH balanced line, so it is going to be good for just cleansing the overall surface. And it is a very good shampoo for the scalp if you do have scalp issues. And then you do have all of the other branches in the line that can be mixed and mingled with each other as well. So you don't have to just stay at Head Remedy or stay at Tame Frizz. You can mix them together based on what your need is of that day.
So that would mean that if we're kind of also, do you go by where the style you're desired? So if I'm add volume, if I'm going for more of a curled look, I might start with my add volume shampoo. Where if I'm going with more of a straighter flat ironed look, I might go with more of a Tame Frizz or a smoothing type line. Is that kind of how it works?
That would be exactly how it works. So, and then what's nice is that if you are one of those that like to go curly sometimes and then straight other days, or even with just the seasons, like right now I'm in New Jersey, so the weather's all over the map right now, but you know, it's not as humid out. So if you need a little bit more moisture content put into the hair, Tame Frizz or Moisture Repair would be your option. Sometimes the weights of the shampoos are a little bit different too. So if you like how heavy the Tame Frizz conditioner is, but maybe doing both the shampoo and conditioner is too much, then to mix one of the other shampoos in with that is the best way. And then this way too, when people say my shampoo just stopped working, you know, you can then choose a different one and it's not going to compromise your style at all either.
So the system with KMS is start, style, and finish. It's not necessarily you need add volume, you need all the products in add volume, or you need, you know, Tame Frizz, you need all the products in Tame Frizz. It's really the regimen of what style you're working for.
Yes,
I want to say hi to everybody that's joining us really quick. Hi, Jennifer, Joe, Karen, Allison, Rebecca, Celine, Ian, Connor, Ashlyn, Ernest. Everybody, thank you for joining us. I trust Sage with all my hair needs, Jennifer says. She is the best.
Hi, yay!
Yay.
Hi.
We love supporters, but thank you for supporting us being out here doing this. So sorry I cut you off. This is how you don't have to stick with one regimen, right? We can mix them up.
And for anybody who, and I know this because you love KMS and you've been with it the whole 40 years and seen it change, but the reason why we changed the color of the products to the light gray, the medium gray to dark gray is the fact that you can interchange versus how they were subgrouped. All of the add volume used to be green, so then people thought they could only use just green and not like mixed to purple. So this way you know that you need a white product, a light gray product, and a dark product. It doesn't matter what it's called for the system to work.
Very nice. So all of the start products are the lightest gray?
Yes.
I love that. And then we have the style, which my favorite segment.
Yes, it is the best.
Right. For hairstylists, this is our creative tools. This is our tool belt right here. Tell me about some of your favorite style products. It says for style, we shape, mold, craft your style with creative tools. So these are our tools.
Yeah, so it's really hard for me to, when I saw that question in the interview portion of this, it's very hard for me to solidify what is my favorite product, because if I start to talk about them, I love them all for different things. Some products I cannot live without are the curl up wave foam, because you can use it on straight or curly hair, which is something about this entire line. You can go straight or curly with it. You can put all of these products in wet or dry hair. There's really no rules, so you can kind of do whatever you'd like. And then I love all of the thermal products that are in this line, which we are going to talk about a little bit later. And then, of course,
Sage has some demos for us later. Yes. We all love when I start spraying stuff in my hair.
Yes, and they're all very good that way.
I love that. So the style products are really what you're going to do as you're blow drying, as you're applying any type of styling tools. They are your heat protection. And your hold factor, right? And
yes. And not to cut you off there, so what's really cool about how we changed the whole style portion of the line is that every single styling product that we have does offer heat protection. So even our pastes or the curl up products, some of your traditional products that you wouldn't naturally think to have heat protection, all of them do offer that. So you don't just have to use a thermal product to get that for yourself.
That's great to know. Thank you for clarifying that. And then also the wet to dry, you can use them on wet or dry hair, any of them.
Yes,
it makes it really easy for people who are rule followers, you know, that the rules are really broad here. We're creating to break the rules, and that's kind of how creativity happens, I think.
Yeah, and it's nice because sometimes you just get bored, so you want to see what the product's going to do on your curly or straight hair. Or, you know, I'll have a client here that I changed their haircut, and I get so excited, and I throw all these products at them, and they're like, I forget what you told me to do with that one. And I'm like, just try it. You know, however you end up putting it in your hair, it will do something for you.
Right. Well, and then let's just really quick jump to finish, and then I want to talk about a new product that got launched as well, our new product segment. So on our finishing products, this is basically to perfect the look and your humidity resistant, right?
Yeah, so this is basically the sealing deal on the whole Trifinity technology. So if you do a start, a style, and then end with finish, you are going to get up to 3 days, if not longer, wear with the whole thing. So think of it as like top coat for the whole entire style. Every single product and finish does have an anti-humectant in there, so you are going to get 72 hours worth, if not more, of humidity protection as well.
72 hours. So especially for us that don't wash our hair every day, exactly. it means you don't have to start over every day.
No.
You already have the styling products in your hair, so you have the heat protection. So on your day 2, if you need to run an iron through your hair or a blow dryer, your hair's still protected, right?
Yes. Yeah, exactly. And what's nice is that these products aren't going to build up on top of each other either. So you, no matter how much of it that you spray in there, minus some of the products. I mean, if you spray the whole can of firm finishing hairspray, you're not getting a brush through it. But, you know, for the most part, if you do keep layering that product on day after day, it's not going to build up and feel like you have this caked up amount of product on your hair.
Yeah. I love that they work together, and you can cocktail them any way you want without, you know, that weird reaction.
Yeah. Well, so I do want to just clarify that. So our products are meant to be layered on top of each other, and you can layer every single product on top, with the few exceptions that some of the styling products that if you are to physically mix them in your hands, you might get a little bit of coagulation in there. So I do just want to clarify, layer the products together. Don't necessarily mix them in your hand together.
Jennifer says, oh my goodness, I need to grab the finish when I'm in next week. 3 days, yes, please. Well, absolutely, sure I'm the same way. Anything to extend to not have to wash.
Yes.
I do. I take day 3 to the max.
Oh, trust me, me too.
So we've done our start, our style, and our finish. So we're going to kind of go through and let's kind of give like a little bit of a regimen. So someone like my hair, I am going to start, and I would probably either use maybe the Add Moisture. How would you do a recommendation on my hair?
So all depending. So I see that you're highlighted and you're obviously color treated, correct? And you have long hair, and I would be willing to say that it is a little bit on the coarser, medium to coarser side, not
Absolutely,
baby fine, correct?
And it's all mine.
Yes, which it's beautiful. I'm very jealous. So if I were to recommend that, if you felt like your hair is drier, what would you say your main priority with your hair is right now?
I go back and forth, but probably right now is moisture. It is dry, is coming off of the summer. Yeah,
so if that is where you want to go with it, being that you have highlights in your hair, the moisture repair line is going to be good for you. The two lines that are perfect for moisture is Tame Frizz and Moisture Repair. The reason being that moisture repair is for any of your chemically damaged clients. So it's for your chemically thirsty hair is what I like to call it. And then your Tame Frizz is for your naturally thirsty hair. So basically for your hair, what I would do is I would do your moisture repair shampoo. So it's not too heavy, because I do see that you like to style it and blow it out and leave it for day 3, day 4, day 5. But you know, we won't tell anybody. But your Tame Frizz conditioner, and there's even a really great treatment that goes with it too, would really just hydrate you, and your hair would be feel so amazing and not greasy.
That would be my choice as well. And then we chose before the show 2 products that you were going to help me that you thought would be perfect for my hair as well.
Yes.
The Playable Texture Spray is my favorite product right now. I think it is the coolest invention. It really is. It's not a hairspray. Tell us more about Playable Texture.
So Playable Texture is a very cool product. We've had it in our segment for a really long time, and there's not too many products out there like it. Basically, how the technology works is it only sticks to itself. Basically like double-sided tape. So if you're someone who, like me, I'm doing a really good job of not keeping my hands in my hair right now, but I am a hair toucher, and you have those clients that are hair touchers, and they put their hands in their hair, you know, the whole time that you've been doing it. This is for hair touchers, because the more you touch it and activate the product, the more lift and life you're going to have, instead of the opposite of putting your hands in it and now it's going to bring it back down. So the best way to use this, which I'm going to tell you through this screen on how to use it, is that you would want to make sure that you're going to lift your hair up, and you want to spray on both sides of the hair strand. So you want to make sure you get the hair under the part that you pick up and underneath of it as well. Yes. So it's not a hairspray we're going to superficially spray all over. Correct. And what I instruct too is if you look at that side versus the other. See, it's already starting to work.
Look at that.
And what's nice is there's no stick factor. So it's never going to feel sticky.
At all.
So you could literally put your hair up in a ponytail, take it back down, where in your curls it looks like you just recurled that side. And the more you put in, the more volume and the more texture you're going to have, which is awesome. Look at that.
It feels great. And you know what I love so much about your packaging too is this twist lock.
Yep.
So it never ends up spraying out in your bag or anything like that.
And this is definitely a travel product. You want to bring this with you if you're going, you know, to a hotel, or if you're going out for the night or whatever. Put it in your big handbag so that you can zhuzh it back up at the bar when we can go back there, you know. So wherever it is that you are at this moment, what state you're in, depends on where you can use this product. But you definitely want to make sure you can take that with you.
That is amazing. That was a really good volume, and my hair still feels like absolutely no product in it.
And you can completely brush it out, and it would be like nothing ever happened to your hair. And it's also fun if you need a ton of body. So say you have hair like mine where you only have 5 to your head in the first place. You could go, I always recommend going upside down and spraying it within the hair upside down, so that you do make sure you get it on both sides of the hair.
Should we try it?
Yeah, let's see it. Let's see you zhuzh your hair.
Here we go. My Saturday night style.
Right? This is it. Well, we're going into Saturday, so if we can hold your style into Sunday, we'll be doing good.
Well, yeah, if this lasts till Saturday, wow. I'm ready for Friday night at least.
Yes, 100%.
Now, that is amazing. I mean, that is such volume. And I think I'm most impressed with the no hold factor.
Yes.
The fact that I'm getting this much volume and cannot feel any product in my hair, like nothing.
Yes. Right, which is perfect because usually hair touchers, like ourselves, we don't want to feel stick in our hair, but you want all of the benefits of stick. So this is basically that.
And that's so smart because as you're going like this, you're touching the product on product and it's giving it the lift instead of just taking all of the oils off my hands and making my hair flat.
Right.
Which is typically what happens with us hair touchers.
Exactly.
Okay, so the other product, thank you for that. That was so fun.
You're welcome.
And then the other product was the liquid dust.
Yes,
This is pretty cool.
Dust is a very cool product too. And I always like to show this one because most people don't know what to do with it, because it comes in a little pump, which also has a locking top as well, so that you can travel with this, because the intention is to be able to keep this in your bag. And this is great for guys or girls to give you that body at the root. So basically this is the liquid form of a powdered dust that you would sprinkle at your roots. So if you don't like the way that the powdered dust, Goldwell has a really great one that I'm obsessed with, but sometimes it makes the hair feel too dirty, especially on day one of clean hair. So liquid dust is a great alternative because it's not going to leave your hair dirty and give you that lift right up at the root. Especially now that I'd sell this to a lot of guys with the long curly hair looks that are going on right now, to give them a little lift at the root. So what you want to do is you want to pump like 3 to 4 little drops into your hand. And now you're going to be the one to describe what you're feeling. So it's super wet at first, right? And then as it's going to get, and now it's going to get tacky, right? It's starting to get sticky. When it starts to get sticky, now put that up into your root. And now you're going to really zhuzh that root up, and you're going to keep going until you feel it completely dissipate, and it's going to turn into a clear powder, and it's going to create that teasing powder at your root area.
This is amazing.
Right? And look at that. It looks like we just took a whole backcombing session to your hair. You look like you're ready to go out. This is insane right now.
That was so fun, honestly.
Right?
That is just such an amazing product.
And now you can't feel it on your hands anymore, correct?
That went away.
It's like it's not even there.
And it
it's
was
a
all
magic
sticky.
trick.
Yeah.
So that's an amazing product for anyone who's going to do any updos, or say you have hair. My hair does not hold a tease to save its life, but if you put that product in there, my hair will tease to the high heavens.
My hair, anytime I back comb, it just looks ratty. Yeah. I can't get the smoothing back out. And so I love for my product to be my back combing. And with a product like this, it is. It really is. Yeah. It feels like my roots are up.
I can't even believe how much volume you have in your, it looks so amazing right now.
Thank you. Look at Sage styled me. Virtual hairstyling, it is possible.
Yes.
I want to say hi, Trisha. Hi, Brad.
Right now.
Brad saying hi to both of us.
Hi.
So we got the liquid texture. You guys need some volume. Playable texture and liquid dust.
Yes, it's the best volume duo. And it's even good now that the holidays are coming. If you sell them together as a kit, it works really awesome too. Because who doesn't want volume when they're going out? And like I said, if, you know, depending on where you're living right now, some people can go out, some people can't. So if you want to look good behind a mask, you better have volume in your hair. So
I don't get to show off my red lips anymore. So we got to go with what else we can work it, right?
Yes.
That is so funny. So that's a great tip. Our little Michelle, who we're creating some personalized Beauty Care Choices kits, this might be a winner. That is so fun. So now we get to see you do some styles. So what would you use? So this is kind of thick hair that you need some lift on.
Yes.
Sage has fine hair, which is another.
I do.
We all have our challenges.
We do. You know, I can only do so much, but at least we can fake it, and I can put some color on it so that it distracts from it. But so I do have some.
But you blow dry much faster than me, so.
Facts, 100% facts. I don't even have to blow dry for the most part, but I do want to talk about.
That's funny.
So what the product that I do want to talk about, speaking of blow dries, is the Thermoshape Quick Blow Dry Spray. Yes, there she is. She's so pretty. This is pretty. Also another one of those products that I swear, if we ever got rid of this product in the line, they're getting rid of me too. Like, that's just a fact. But so there's not too many other companies that have a product like this, and it's invented so that it speeds up your blow dry time. So it will speed up your blow dry time up to 50%, your air dry time up to 30%, which is really great for thick hair like yours in the winter and stuff like that. I know you're in California, but still you want your hair to dry a little bit better.
Hands down, anything that speeds up my blow dry, I'm sold.
This is it. But I like to share some really cool techniques with this other than the blow dry time. So I go to the gym. I'm not back at it yet, but I usually on a good day go, at least 3 times a week. My hair gets super greasy and sweaty, like anybody else who's actually there. And dry shampoos just don't cut it. We do have a great dry shampoo in our line, but with the actual grease and oil, it's not necessarily what's going to cut it to make it clean again. The Thermoshape Quick Blow Dry Spray is the best gym product to have with you in your gym bag. The
Okay.
reason being is that the way that this works to help shed the water and wick it off of the hair, it works for grease too. So even for your clients, like your teenage girls or boys that get that grease buildup, or pregnant women and stuff, this will actually help with that also. So you actually want to spray this onto dry hair. So we're going to pretend this is day 2 of my bangs right now. We are going to spray this onto my fringe area. And what's important is that you're shaking this up until the whole thing is pink. So you can see on the screen, it's a bi-phase product. You never want to spray it in the bi-phase stage. You want to make sure you're shaking this up. That's really important. So then what you're going to do is you're going to, it's a brand new bottle, spray this right onto the bang area. So if I was just coming from the gym and it was super sweaty up here, this is where I would concentrate and actually almost re-wet my bangs completely with it before I would go to blow dry them. Okay. And what's going to be awesome is that it's going to give the most incredible shine line when we do blow dry this.
I can see the shine actually as you sprayed it on there.
Yeah, it's one of the shiniest products that we have. So I'm going to attempt to blow dry this in this camera angle. Flip. So we're going to
add a quick little heat on it, which usually at the gym they have just a blow dryer right there on the counter in the girls' locker room. You can just grab their blow dryer and not have to completely re-shower. That is amazing.
Yeah, so I to be honest, did not hear a word that you just said, but yeah,
I was just saying at the gym there's usually a blow dryer right there. I was trying to talk while you had the blow dryer rolling.
I was really blow drying in real time, but you guys can see that I got lift out of this. And even I did have a little bit of grease going on from waking up this morning, and this really did just take that away. But with my fashion color, you can see that shine line impeccably. So if you are doing any color work in the salon and you want that shine line to be increased for a photo, the quick blow dry spray is the way to do that. And like I said, after the gym, if you spray that right underneath here where you get super sweaty, take your ponytail out, and you want to just give yourself a full fresh blowout without getting in the shower, quick blow dry spray from start.
Amazing. Amazing tip. Get out all of the stinky sweat in your hair, add some shine, and do it quickly because it's going to cut your blow dry in half. Amazing.
100%.
What a great tip.
It's literally a magic wand. If you're looking for a magic wand in the salon, quick blow dry is that product.
Great tip, Sage. Thank you. That's a great one.
Yes.
Then you were going to move on to the 2-in-1 or the hot thermal spray.
Yeah, so I did want to talk about, so again, just to reiterate, all of the styling products do have the heat protection in there. But if you do want products, so my hair, this is my hair just natural, not blow dried whatsoever. So I have no wave or bend. So my hair typically does not hold a curl very well when I do put a curling iron to it. And that's a lot of people's issue. Yeah. If you are to use the Thermoshape product, so you have your 2-in-1 and you have your hot flex spray, that they are going to hold that shape and style for you. They're not going to corrode your iron, so you can use it for flat ironing, you can use it for curling, and it is going to protect up to 390 degrees on your curling iron. So I do like to say that for everyone that's watching right now, when you don't know what temperature to put on your iron, if you're a 450 user on your iron, you're making crispy, crunchy pizza, because that's the same degree that you would make crispy, crunchy pizza in the oven. 350
I don't know why people felt
cookies.
Like, the smoothing blowout treatments kind of ruined it for everyone's hair.
I know.
You do not need that hot of an iron ever.
You do not. I don't know why it's even out there, but I usually speaks, to fruition, because temperature is temperature. So that's just where you're at.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
So I do want to talk about the difference between the two of them and where you would go. Your 2-in-1 spray is going to be ideal for curls like you have in your hair right now. So more of a lived-in, loose, looks like you slept on it, but you just put them in. So for that perfect, almost California look that everyone's going for, so it's not so rigid and stiff. And then if you need something that's really going to hold and you want that tight curl, or maybe you're doing an updo, or you want something that is truly going to stay the entire time, that's where you're going to go hot flex spray. This is your big guns when it comes to holding the style. Still going to be soft and manageable, but it is going to be a tighter, crisper hold, and it's an instant set. So you don't have to set the hair if you are curling this to make the style stay. it is going to instantly stay where you put it. So I was just going to show you a curl on each side with both of them so you can see a little bit of the difference. And the 2-in-1 is called 2-in-1 because guess what? It's a really great hairspray on top of just being a good thermal spray as well. So this would be our lightest hold hairspray out of the other 2 hairsprays that we had if you were just looking for a super lightweight hairspray.
This is in your finish line, where this
Yes.
would be in your style line.
Correct.
So we did a poll on the show, and they said, while you're styling, I'll talk about our poll. What is the biggest styling need when it comes to hair? And in first place was texture, and in second place was curl. So we're really hitting it on the head here.
Awesome.
People do struggle with both of the things that we're talking about. Either a little bit of texture where your hair is just flat, or want to add some curl, and you just can't get that curling iron to hold your hair, or the curls just go flat. And so rather than try and recurl and recurl and recurl, you use the product. The product is what is going to help the curls really hold and stay with one curl. Look how fast she's doing it too. That is crazy.
And see where it's not moving, it's just instantly going into where I let it sit. So this is the 2-in-1 spray that I put in first.
Mm-hmm.
What's also a benefit to the 2-in-1 spray, it's going to be more of a matte finish, which gives you more of that organic look. This is a nice style, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm going to show you the other one too, and then I'll brush them out. And
so
then your hot
flex spray, the finish, the more 2-in-1 spray.
Then your hot flex spray is going to be more of a shine finish. So it is going to be more of a cleaner look. And it is a wetter spray. So you could start wet with this, blow dry it in, then go back, respray it to then curl, especially if you have that very rigid hair that will not curl at all. So you want to put in as much as possible. So I'm just going to mist this side of my hair a tiny bit. This side, when I do curl it, is going to be more of a tighter curl when I brush it out, just because of how it works. So this is the hot flex spray is what I use when I'm doing bridal work to make sure that it stays longer. Mm-hmm. And then my 2-in-1 spray is where I go if I'm doing someone's blowout that's just going out for the night, if that makes sense. So
yeah, you don't have to have it held so long. The hot flex spray was a lifesaver when my daughter was in gymnastics and we had to hold hair for a really long time. It really does. It adds that great shine like you talked about, and then just the long hold. What product would you recommend for a scrunch or an air dry curl? We're getting that question asked.
So a really great question for that is I actually love our Volumizing Gel. So it's a spray gel in our line. That's great to diffuse into the hair to promote curl that way. Or if you did want to just air dry, you could keep spraying that in your hair as you're going throughout the day too.
Awesome. Allie will link that in the comments so that people can see what product that is. Little add volume.
The add volume volumizing spray. Yes. Okay, so now that I just put in some curls in here, and if I were to go ahead and comb, let me get repositioned here. Comb this out. If I didn't have any product and did this, it'd be straight already. But you can see how this side is like a little bit looser and a little bit more natural, kind of more lived in. And this side is, you're going to see more of that curl formation. And even though I combed it out, that you can see the tendrils. So that just goes to show you how this side's going to hold a little bit more, which was the hot flex spray. And then the 2-in-1 spray is just going to be a little bit more lived in.
So you can see the products actually align on the screen with the graphic. On the left, which is the left side of her head, she used the hot flex, and on the right, which was the 2-in-1, the softer look. And look I mean, that was literally just minutes, and you have this, we're ready to go out, girlfriend.
We are.
I wish you went all the way across the country.
You or what?
I know. We got New Jersey and California here.
We do, from one coast to the other.
Bi-coastal. We got some volume going on, and we're both ready to hit the town tonight. Well, I'm really excited. Thank you so much for those demos. That was so fun to do. I love my new products. I would have never, ever, ever used liquid dust on dry hair. I don't know why. So. Right. You really help me break the rules. And most people
don't, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, and I'm a rule breaker, and I just wouldn't have thought to use it that way, so that was really fun. Love that liquid dust. So I just want to tell everybody, back in March or April, KMS launched a new product segment called Add Power. We have a little quick video on it, and then Sage is going to give us just a quick rundown on these new products. So if you're a KMS lover, something new, watch this. So you must be loving these products.
Yes. So this is a segment that was created for hair like mine. Like this answered all of my hair needs.
Come on, just be straight, Sage. It was created for you specifically.
They knew it. They were like, here you go. You need something for your hair specifically. So Add Power is where it's at. There's a lot of products that promise the world and you're like, there's no way this is actually going to do it. This segment really does. So the whole point between Add Power is not only is it going to give you volume, so this does not replace Add Volume by any means, because I want to just say that. Where it's really going to target is that it's going to strengthen that baby fine, almost
brittle.
Brittle. I'm feeling mine because this is exactly who we're talking about right now, but a little bit overstretched. It just doesn't do anything, and no matter what, it's breaking when you brush it, stuff like that. Add Power is for that. So what makes Add Power so good, which you could see in the video, is that there is a protein complex in there, but it's a rice protein. So rice protein can never build up like regular keratin protein does, so you don't have to ever worry about overdoing it too, which is awesome. So the rice protein is going to help give you texture to your hair and actually make the hair feel thicker, whereas Add Volume is going to lift the hair from the root up.
Okay.
And live higher, if that makes sense. So Add Power is actually just going to make it feel grittier, which is
So we're
great.
talking Add Power is more hair shaft density.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly. Perfect. So, and the Add Power right from the shampoo, when you shampoo it into your hair, you feel that grit and that texture, which we used to have a texture shampoo that everybody loved, which just had almost like a sea salt effect to it. But this, with that rice protein in there, it's actually rebuilding and it's going around the hair strand to help strengthen it so that it isn't going to break on you and you can actually have your hair start growing, which is awesome. There's no conditioner because most of the time when you have fine hair, you're not using a conditioner, but there is the strengthening fluid, which is our leave-in conditioner in that line. The strengthening fluid is amazing because that gives you a leave-in conditioner with detanglement, but it doesn't feel overly soft and it's not going to weigh the hair down. And that is going to make the hair feel thicker as well. And I love using this on my baby fine curly girls specifically. So I have a lot of curly haired clients and any of those baby fine ones that you feel like you can't get enough expansion with the curl, strengthening fluid is amazing for that. And curly hair is weaker in general, so this is going to strengthen those curls so you can actually see those curls start growing as well, which is amazing. So that's why those two are white and those are in your starting product. Then your styling aid to it is the Thickening Spray. So it's going to feel different. It will be similar to a sea salt spray with less of that dirty texture. You're going to have the texture of sea salt, but you're not going to feel the product in there, if that makes sense. Whereas sea salt, you feel the product living in there. And you're going to, again, not get expansion from the root up, but you're going to get expansion width-wise and how the hair actually feels. So I always blow out my hair with the Thickening Spray now that they have it in that line. And you can layer that with any of the other products as well. But it's perfect for building that density and making the hair actually feel fuller.
So it honestly probably makes your hair feel like you have more hairs, right?
Yes, that's exactly what it does.
Yeah.
And it's actually repairing. So this is really long for my hair right now. And I truly do believe it's because I am using this line, which you see how vibrant my color is. All of the starting products are color safe. So you don't have to use Color Vitality just because you have color on your hair. So that texture shampoo is actually not stripping my color, and I'm able to keep my hair straight. My hair usually breaks all the time just from the texture of it, not from anything else. And with the thickening spray and the strengthening fluid, I have very little breakage anymore.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that, especially fine girls. They just think my hair doesn't grow. But a lot of times if your hair is that fragile, just the friction of rubbing on your shirts and your shoulders can break your hair off to where you're like, oh, my hair just won't ever get past my shoulders. It might still be growing out here, which it is. It's breaking here. So that's great. What a great segment to add to KMS. Yeah,
which it's just fitting. We try to address every single need of every client, and this was just the need that we were missing. So you have your moisture repair, which actually repairs the hair like Add Power is doing, but this is actually giving some bulk and some weight to it too, to give the hair more of a fighting chance.
A little density, a little thickness. We're gonna pump up the muscles. Yeah. Right on. Well, this has been so fun. Is there anything we missed that we wanted to cover? I'm looking through all my notes here. Did we cover everything? It is a huge line, a lot of different segments, but cleverly placed products. And you're looking for your start, your style, and your finish. Your light gray, your medium gray, and your dark gray product to complete your style. Or you might need 2 light grays if you're a shampoo condition kind of person. And then your style and your finish.
Yes, that's exactly how you want to do it. And again, you can mix them all however you want. You don't have to stay in one group. You don't have to use them wet. You don't have to use them dry. There's really no rules with this product line. And I love personally when I go and teach these classes, when someone tells me a new way that they use something so that I can share it with somewhere else. So, you know, when I have clients and they're like, I know you told me to do it this way, but I actually found, they think I'm going to like punish them or something. And I'm like, no, that's great. I love to hear that, you know? So this way they can see how it actually worked for their personal needs, which is how the line works in general.
Absolutely. Creating style should be fun and creative and about breaking the rules, color outside the box, all that good stuff, right?
100%.
That's what we're about. Well, thank you, Sage, so much for joining us. I learned a lot. I definitely hadn't had my PK on Add Power. I feel like I know that segment now and can use it better. So appreciate you joining us today.
Yes, I'm so excited to be a part of this. Hope I get to see you guys again.
We will definitely. I know. Are you still not traveling around into salons? You're doing a lot more Zooms?
Yeah, so a lot more Zooms. I am actually going into Philadelphia on Monday to do my first class of the year, which is crazy to think about. So, you know, hopefully 2021 has some big hopes and dreams for classes. We'll see.
I know. Us that are used to traveling and love travel, this has definitely been feeling like you're in jail. I know everybody probably does, but
yes.
At least we get to join this way, and we're making the best of it. And we did style, and we're all dressed up with nowhere to go, but that's okay. We look good doing it, right?
We do. We can have a virtual cocktail after this.
That's a date. Thank you. We'll talk to you soon, Sage. Well, that was a super fun show. I love every show. I learned something. That's what this show is about. So anyone, if you have more questions, remember all of our customer service agents are licensed stylists, so they can answer your questions. They've had a lot of product knowledge here at Beauty Care Choices. So feel free to give them a call at the number below. Reach out to us on email. We now have Insta Chat set up. So we look forward to talking to you. Bring your questions on and have a great weekend. Bye for now.